bye week?
Needed it. It was good. It was good. Got some good work. Sat back, watched some games, watched some film, and just getting better mentally.
When you say you needed it, I mean, does the body just need to refresh, or mentally you need to refresh?
I think it's good for everybody just get away for a moment, get away from football, and just relax and still be like still more life to live other than just football. Like you still got other things to do. And as far as for me, like I just had to get away from it for a little bit. Take some time for me, for my mental, and then just get back at it.
Do you get 2 or 3 days? What's he give you?
Uh, we had a couple of days off. It was more like 3 days off, kind of, and then we still came in, still got some work, still watched some film, still watched BC, still watched how we did last Saturday and what we could improve on. So it was days off, but it wasn't really like we still got some work in.
What's some of the things you're looking to improve on going into this game?
Honestly, some things I will look to improve on as a defense is just staying in it, sustaining, and keep with the violence. Like our defense, we're really good, and we got some weapons, and we just got to sustain more. And we do that already, but as Coach Brock says, there's always another level to it. There's nothing that we could not get better at, and there's always something we can get better at. So that's what I would say.
Where have you guys grown the most offensively this year so far?
Defensively, I would definitely say just bondage. Everybody's new on that defense. We had a bunch of new people. Everybody on D-line is new. The only people who aren't really as new on that team is probably the Sams because we were all together last year. But the DBs are kind of new. And I think where we've grown the most is just trust. When we first went out there was trust in there because, we were together from spring to summer. But it's different from doing fall camp and then going into actual game because now it's like, you got to do your job, but the person next to you, like, you also got to do your job too. So it's like building that trust throughout the games, that's where we improve the most, I would say.
Seeing the guys that have come in, from the portal at those other linebacker spots, obviously the last couple of years, you guys done pretty well,
Yeah.
getting guys that can make an impact. What have you seen from, guys like Brian and Umar and all those guys?
What I've seen is just, it's like a show being out there, like I'm out there next to Brian and, before we get the play call and it's time for him to rush, in the back of my head, I'm like, he's getting the sack regardless. I mean, he already has like, I don't know, like six and a half sacks and all that. So being out there with him is just like another trust thing. Like I know I'm going to be in coverage, but I know in the back of my mind, like that front seven and that front four is going to get home regardless. As far as for Umar, I mean, like I said last time, like, buddy's just a playmaker. Like he's just that good. So having him out there, and he's a young buck too. It's like, and he picked it up so quick where it's just like he doesn't even look young out there. Nobody will ever know that unless us. But like, he's just a playmaker. He's just a good player.
You look at BC; they can throw the ball a little bit. How do you attack them, and what have you seen from them that might be a challenge?
From me, the way I watch film, I just look at concepts and I look at the offensive line. I'm a DN at heart, so I just look at the offensive line and where I can attack places. And the biggest challenge I would say for us is sustain. It's just another Tuesday practice at the end of the day. And every game is a big game. And not disrespecting them, they're a great team, but we're a great team also. And the challenge is who's going to sustain more, who's going to have that dog more. So that's how I look at it.
Does it feel like this could be a next step for you guys, or some sort of statement to go on the road and beat a power conference team?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really much say it's a statement because, we've done it before. And I know a lot of people are like, statement game for UConn. At the end of the day, I feel like that just builds more pressure than what it really needs to be. And for me, what I tell the people is just, or what I tell the defense is just, like me and Damon, we would just say, look, at the end of the day, the person next to you bleeds the same blood that you bleed. Y'all, same mom, like, they got grown up the same way. Like, y'all, we're all humans at the end of the day. So it's nothing like we're going into the Super Bowl. It's not the Super Bowl for us. We're just going in another Tuesday practice, getting our work done, doing what we're doing what we were told from Coach Brock, and just executing.
Is there a chip though? There's a lot of guys.
Yeah, we always have a chip. That's one thing about our team. Like Coach Moore keeps that chip on us. There's nothing, even whatever we do from the past is never ever good enough, and that never will be good enough at the end of the day because there's always that small, minute detail that we can fix. So, as far as the defense, we got a chip on our shoulder because it's time to shut people out. Like, it's time to 3 and out every single time. The offense, they got a chip on their shoulder too. Like, they're trying to do what they got to do. So there's always a chip for us every single time.
How do you gauge improvement and success if you don't say, okay, now we've beaten the Power Four team, we've proven that we can, take a step up in competition?
I think the way we gauge success is really just, at the end of the day, it's all about us. I mean, when we step in the facility, it doesn't say anything else. It says UConn facility. So everything really just matters about what we do in UConn. Like, we judge our success based off of who we are. Like, we don't be like, oh, we beat this team by this much, now we're this good. Like, nah. Because if we think we're that good, then we can step into another game thinking that we're that good, and then we're messing up on the small details. That's why everything is just focused on what we do as a core, as a team. So that's how we judge our success. That's what we do.
So who do you think you guys are as a team right now?
I would say we are a hard-nosed. I would say we are a hard-nosed, focused, relentless, and a disciplined team. And we're never backing down from nothing.
How does something like even just changing up the pregame run out like you guys did against FIU affect the way you come into a game?
I think it was a good start, honestly. I mean, honestly, it just got everybody going. You just saw, like, I was able to look into people's eyes, and you can just see a different person. Like, before, in the pregame walking out, they had the same energy, but like when you get that first hit, there's always a wait before that first hit, because we come out, we do our little thing, and then we hit, and then we sit in the locker room for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, not do anything. So people are kind of trying to get their nerves out. But if you come out, you're hitting it right away, the nerves is already gone. Now it's just go out there and play.
Has that carried over into this week of practice?
Yeah, it has. I mean, defense, we're flying around in practice. Offense, I be seeing them. They're flying around. Everybody just has more energy. Everybody has something to prove, because at the end of the day, like, everybody's going to say, we weren't good enough to go to the ACC. We weren't good enough to do this. We weren't good enough to do that. So where the chip comes from, it comes from that, to be honest with you.
Does that make it easy to not overlook anybody? Obviously, BC doesn't have the record that I think a lot of people expected them to have at this point. Is it having that chip make it easy to keep having to prove yourself every week?
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing from Coach Mora, he always tells us, we don't look at the schedule at all. I haven't looked. I didn't even know what they had schedule-wise or what their record was. At the end of the day, from what I watched, they're still a good team. I mean, they lost from like 3 points. It wasn't like they got blown out or anything. Like, it's still a good team with great talent. They still got great players on there who can still be playmakers. But we don't overlook anybody, because of the simple fact of, like, when you overlook somebody and then you get punched in the mouth, it's really hard to come back from it. If you just stay on course and stay what you're supposed to be doing, and at the end of the day, they're still a team at the end of the day. That's just how it is.
Who's the next John Nider? Is there anybody on the scout team offense that is going off?
All of them. I mean, first start with Trace. Trace is going off. Clemens is going off too. Trey's going off. All of them, honestly. They all give us a challenge. Like, today, Clemens gave me a challenge, and I wasn't even expecting it from him, but he did. But our scout team prepares us good, They do what they were supposed to do, and they give high effort, and that's exactly why the defense gives high effort on the games, because our scout players are the reason why we play good.
Have you noticed that get better as you've been here? Is the roster getting better from top to bottom?
Yeah. Being from this year, like, Coach Moore's always said it, like, you can go out there and give 110%, and then the next person next to you is going to do the same thing. And it's not like when one person comes out and the next person goes in, there's like a different level of like skill set. Like, it's the same level. Like, when AK is out there, Aaron Key, when he's out there and he's giving a level 110%, and he comes out and I go in, it's the same person. You're not going to see anybody different, and that's all across the board, offense to defense to special teams too. So.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.